by all the folks at the Home Depot. They're a coach. The Home Depot. You got to take exit 49 off Interstate 95 to the Hogan Road. They're on the Longview Road behind the Walmart. Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting presents Nokomis Lady Warrior Basketball. Tonight, the Nokomis Lady Warriors are visiting the Bangor Lady Rams. This game is taped live on Friday, January 30th at Bangor, Maine. And now, here are your game announcers, Elgin Trailer and Don Mendel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bangor High School for another Eastern Maine Class A matchup between the Nokomis Warriors and the Bangor Rams. The Bangor Rams coming in here, having dropped a team to Brewer in Brewer, coming in at 6-4. Nokomis coming in at 4-5. Been propelled by 3 straight wins, something that Nokomis hasn't done in the last few years. And both teams are really fired up. Bangor's wants to get back into the winning side of things and make the tournament. Nokomis just wants to keep this streak alive and have a chance at the tournament. And I'm joined with Don Mendel, who's come back again.
Nice to be here, Elgin. Yeah, big game tonight. It's a lot of kind of crowd fan buzzing. It's a big game. Bigger game for Nokomis than it is for the Bangor Rams. Bangor's pretty much established in the playoff picture at this point, unless the bottom falls out on them. And I don't expect that to happen with some of the players they have. But Nokomis, they've won 3 in a row. The last 2, as you say, were nail-biters. And if they win tonight, they're going to put themselves among those teams that have a shot at the playoffs. And that's pure and simple. It goes that way. If they win, they're going to be in the hunt. If they lose, they're still all right, but it's going to be an uphill climb for them.
Okay, now we're going to, if we take a second here, we're going to look at the heel points. Here we go. These are the official MPA heel point standings as of 124-98. Old Town in the lead, pretty much dominant team. Coney's right there. Haven't heard a lot about Coney because they're in the KVAC. That'd be a good matchup, Old Town versus Coney. And Mount Blue, Presque Isle, who will be playing here pretty soon on Frontier Vision. You got Hamden. Bangor's right in there, but they just got beat by Brewers, who's at the bottom there, number 9, Gardner Mesalonsky in there. As we'll scroll down to see the next few teams. Caribou, who Nokomis just beat by 1 up in Caribou, which was a really, really rough game and a lot of turnovers and everything. Skowhegan, who just dropped 1 in Nokomis, and really since then they went from 4-2 to 4-4, and Skowhegan's kind of slumping off a little bit here. And then there's Waterville, Lawrence, and Madomic Valley. So there's no real team that's like not completely winless in the Big East or in the heel points for the Eastern Maine Class A girls. So right now we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a minute with starting lineups and some looks at the first game.
During the recent ice storm, the American Red Cross was there with shelters and help. And all of us here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting like to encourage you to help them continue to help others. Because even though the power's back on, there are still many people who need their assistance. So please, send a contribution to the American Red Cross, Pine Tree Chapter, 33 Mildred Avenue, Bangor, Maine, 04401-4305, or call 941-2903 for information. Remember, the person you help today could be, as we learned these past few weeks, could be you tomorrow. And primetime high school basketball all this week on Frontier Vision, Channel 2 at 8 p.m. That's right, folks. Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting will be bringing you a game every night this week at 8 p.m.
Okay, we're back here at Bangor, and in a minute here we're going to take a look at the stats from the previous game that these two teams played, which was back on January 3rd. There we go, back on Saturday, January 3rd, 98. Leading the way for Bangor, Strout had 10, Morse had 10, Fraser with 9, all three-pointers, 3 3-pointers. So she could be a threat from the outside. Wright had 3 points, Smith was 7, Crockett had 10, and Harriman had 6. And how about for Nokomis, Dawn?
Well, for Nokomis, you had Laura Pelkey with a big shooting night. She got 15 points. Christy Pine got 12. Tanya Cray was 7. Pelkey, Mendel, and Falloon with 3 each. And Nickerson was 6.
And you can see the total Bangor 57-46 over Nokomis in the first game.
That was the first game where Nokomis' bench came to the fore. And ever since then, the bench, Pelkey, Pine, and Mendel have been combining for in the neighborhood of 20-25 points. And in a game, a lot of the games, we have a 50-point or less total. 20 to 25 points is significant for non-starters to pick up for your team.
Okay, now we're going to look at the starting lineups. First for Bangor, Corey Dion starting number 10, Kristen Strout number 12, Emily Morris number 22, number 44 Jamie Kenny, number 50 Kara Crockett. How about for Nokomis, Dawn?
Starting will be Hope Kiro at number 10 at the point guard, Andrea Pelkey shooting guard, number 20, Tanya Cray in the middle, number 32, number 50 Tiffany Falloon at forward. The other forward will be 52 Adrian Nickerson.
Okay, now we're going to turn over to the Bangor PA announcer.
The freshman, number 22, Nicole Palmer, and number 14, Laura Pelkey. The sophomores, number 24, Erica Bacon, number 32, Tanya Craig, number 20, Dell, and number 44, Marcy Raymond. The Adrian Nickerson, and number 30, Christy Pine. And the seniors, number 42, Amanda Dorman. Falloon. Number 10, Hope Curro. And number 20, Andrea Pelkey. Anderson. For the Bangor Rams, the freshman, number 30, Kara Curtis. 24, J. Liz Frazier. Number 52, Samantha Warner. And number 20, the sophomores, number 40, Amanda Mingo. And number 12, the juniors, number 50, Kara Crockett. Number 10, Corey Dion. Number 4, Jamie Kenny. And number 32, Ann Wright. Jen Harriman. Number 42, Nick. Number 22, Emily Morse. Your head coach by Jeff Nichols and Terry Hart. Your trainer is John Ryan. The officials for tonight's game are Mr. Bellier and Mr. Gentlemen, would you all please rise and honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Play ball. Oh, wrong sport. Sorry about that. So, the Bangor Rams coming in. Slumping a little bit. 6 and a little bit. What do you think? Do you think it's going to change and Bangor's going to come out of here with a win?
Well, they didn't have the Harriman girl, Jen Harriman, the 6'2" senior, who's a very big. So it's going to be. They're going to come out fight. Really want to get back into winning, and it's going to make Nokomis' job hard. But yeah, I think Nokomis can do it. We'll see.
Cray jumping the ball with number 50. That is quickly on the run over to Crockett. No good. And we're going to pick up a foul 7 seconds into the game here. We'll wait a second to fight. Foul is on so Pelkey bringing the ball up. Stolen away, and it rolls out of bounds.
By Bangor, looks like some man-to-man full court stuff going on. Nokomis will have to put their quick feet on right away here.
22 Morse. Strout will shoot it, no good. Rebound put back, no good by number 40. Pelkey comes up with a board.
Super job by Pelkey on the position for the rebound.
Over to Falloon in the corner. Having trouble with it. Gets it over to Nickerson, tries to get it to Cray. And she's gonna get fouled by number 12, Kristen Strout.
Where Nokomis against Caribou in the last game, there was a lot of they're turning it over in the offensive zone, trying big players.
Pelkey with the ball on the side, over to Curl, back to no good. Rebound number 22, Emily Morse. Over to Dion. Back to Morse. Morse driving around, shoots it, no good.
Nice
rebound.
help.
Driving inside, no good. Ball's gonna roll out of bounds, stay Bangor ball.
Good help on the Tiffany's going to have her hands full on her defensive. Adrian Nickerson picked up her man.
Long pass. Gets the bucket.
Yeah. That's Emily Morse. Very, as we said in the last telecast, athletic.
Had 21 in a loss to Hamden earlier this year. Falloon back out to Pell. Over to Cray. And Cray's going to get called for the travel. Turnover up in Caribou.
Well, they are, and I noticed that the turnovers are happening.
Total in the game, 51 turnovers by both teams. A lot of turnovers for a high school basketball game. Driving downs and right towards us. Hope Curl will bring the ball out right. Gets it over to Andrea Pelkey. Hits Curl. Up, knocked away. No loss for Nokomis there. Curl over to Pelkey. Hits Cray inside over to Nickerson. Nickerson having trouble with it. And they're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay in Nokomis' possession.
That time there was some good inside passing there. Pelkey to Cray, who drew Nickerson.
Over to Falloon. Back to Pelkey. Long pass to Falloon. Morris, and it rolls out of bounds, will stay in Nokomis. Tiffany Falloon, incidentally, on this 11 three-pointers.
They'll need him.
Over to Hope Curl. Almost lost the ball there, but she comes up with it. Into Nickerson.
There's that extra pass down low. that's resulting in a turnover.
Laura Pelkey set to check into the game for the Warriors. Replacing Adrian Nickerson for the Warriors. Over to Laura Pelkey. Bringing the ball up. Over to Andrea Pelkey. Back to Laura. Into Tanya Cray. Curl back out to Cray. Over to Pelkey. She'll shoot it. No good.
Nokomis trying to find a seam in the zone defense being employed here by Bangor. So far without success. Shooting room.
Ball rolls out of bounds. Stay Nokomis.
Yeah, you'll notice 4 white shirts that collapsed right down around Tanya. The pass to her is going to be very difficult unless maybe some outside shooting can open things up.
Pelkey for 3.
Like that?
And I believe that's Pelkey's first 3 of the year. No. Hit one earlier this year. Quick inside pass, no good by number 50. That's
a good
Crockett.
Recovery and block. Good recovery and block there by Tanya Cray.
Nokomis with a 3-2 lead. Hope Curl with back to Andrea Pelkey. Over to Curl. Over to Cray, and they're going to lose the ball. Morris comes up with it. 1-on-2. Going to get a piece of her, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Emily Morris is tough in the open court with the ball. I think Nokomis is going to try to counter the athleticism of and I believe that Christy Pine coming in the game will try to slow her down.
Checked in for Bangor as well as Frazier, who had 3 threes in the first game. First one. He is. This would tie the game right here. Christy Pine comes up with a rebound for the Warriors. Liz Mendel bringing the ball up on the side. Trouble with it. Gets it into Pine, and she's going to have trouble with it. Back to Dorman. Dorman back to Mendel. Almost went over for a backcourt violation. Back to Pelkey. They can't get anything inside right for 3, and she hits it.
Well, it was an adventure. Resulted in a three-point basket by Christy
Left Pine open. And 2 Nokomis players have really stepped up so far. Pelkey. Force for 3. She hits it. Is this going to be a 6-5 Nokomis?
Morse looked very steady on that shot. Good
Up
release.
to Dorman. To Pine. Driving around back. Over to Pelkey. Inside to Laura Pelkey.
And she likes that left side of the basket there at about 12, 15 feet.
Up 8-5 to Frazier.
Frazier's a 3-point shooter also. Bangor is going to try to cash in on the shooting.
Kenny gets fouled by Laura Pelkey there. So, and she's not going to get shots.
We're going to see a couple playing time here for Bangor. Jamie Kenny, as well as number 24 Frazier.
Gets it into number 50 by Dorman.
That inbounds play under the Bangor basket is going to be tough for Nokomis all night. They like and Crockett.
Frazier with the ball now. Over to Curtis. Frazier's going to lose it. Pine's going to come up with it. Rare turn on the side, guarded by Frazier. Mendel trying to get around this press. She does a good job. Gets it over to Pelkey. Long pass over to Christie. Long pass back to Andrew Pelkey. Thought about the three. Gets it in Dorman. She's going to lose it. Pelkey driving around, having trouble with it. Gets it back out. It's rolls up with it. Sorry, that's not Stewart. That's Strout. She drives to the basket, and she's going to get fouled.
Fouled by Mendel.
This first quarter, 8-5 Nokomis. Back to Morse. Puts up a one-hander and hits it.
Sort of a running hook shot into the paint area.
Emily Morse has 7 points. Scored them all so far. Pine stops and shoots. No good. Laura Pelkey with a rebound. Gets fouled on.
She got fouled over the back by, I believe, Tara Curtis.
Laura Pelkey, % from the line this year.
This is the strongest I've seen Nokomis come out and play. I knows that if they fall behind Bangor early, that they'll have a hard time catching up.
Remember the first quarter of the first game, Don?
Yep, and it ended in the 10-point area. And 3/4 of a game is not good enough. A good full
32 minutes. Got to play all 32 minutes if you want to win a basketball game. Frazier bringing the ball up. To number 30, Curtis, having trouble with it. Back to Frazier. Throws it up and
now late whistle there. Laura Pelkey on the block, freshman against freshman there.
So Frazier going to the line. Nine points in the first game, all off three-pointers. And she hits her first one.
You have to be impressed by Frazier's steadiness for a freshman player.
Frazier's going to pick up a foul. Pass break. Nickerson Cray setting to check back into the game. Nokomis is where they were 1-5 not too long ago. It just since then it's just been amazing. It's a whole new Mount Ararat. They knocked off Skowhegan in a great game. They knocked off Caribou in a great game. Which really could have gone either way on both of those.
Big difference.
Big boost. Over to Christy Pine. Mendel for three. And Morse is going to come up with a rebound. We're under a minute now in the first quarter. Hits Frazier on the run. Nice little ball movement there. That was behind the backboard too. Over to Mendel. They're going to have to hurry. Long pass to Pine. She'll stop and shoot it. She nails it.
She gets it. The less time she has to think, the better, and bang, she'll hit it like that.
30 seconds now. Pine, it'll stay Bangor ball.
Yep. Good quickness there by Christy Pine. For a blink of the eye.
Morris into Frazier. Looks like they're going to try to hold here.
Oh.
Gets it over to Frazier. She's all alone. Two more.
Slipped away. They looked like they trapped the ball and
under. Mendo with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, The buzzer, it's not going to count. No basket. So we'll be back in a minute. 12-12.
Nokomis All Sports Boosters is having a fundraiser for a gift of a reserved parking spot in the front of the school for all sporting events this year. You will also receive an Nokomis All Sports Booster. Purchase an additional jacket for $35. For information, see Wally Graves or Dana Blair at a game or call 257-3246. And don't forget to stop by America's Home Improvement Coach and thank them for being a sponsor. Is looking for program sponsors. Sponsorships start at $25. So for information, contact Ray Dion at 368-4354, extension 243.
We're back here at Bangor. Started at 12, so it's pretty much just like playing in a shortened game here. You just set the score back to 0 pretty much. Both teams played hard and equal.
Hard. Well played.
Something that Nokomis has been doing really equal. They're making a strong run down the stretch to win them. Ball.
Story for Bangor right now is the super freshman here, Emily Morse. Incredible. And Frazier's doing her part too.
And I'm going to call a jump ball, incidentally.
Senior, okay.
Talking about the freshman antics of Frazier.
Well, yes.
But one thing she does, she can hit it just about pretty much from anywhere. Getting the inside shot. She's got good defense. They're going to trap Liz Mendel. Another foul.
Yep.
Nokomis catches a break.
Yep. They've been allowing a lot of physicality out there, but play with the ball pivots hard and long enough. Usually they can pick up a foul with two players.
Mendo with the ball. Gets it up to Pelkey. A lot of trouble with his breaking press. They survived in the Caribou game. Had a 4-point lead with about a minute to play, and then a couple turnovers. A quick lead, but they got it back. Hung on for the foul shots and won it. Nickerson looks like she got fouled. No call. Bang. Driving around Pelkey. Pelkey's going to get called.
Well, each player that's tried their luck to cover is having some problems. She's very, very shifty with the ball and quick.
Christy Pine trying to draw the charge, and she doesn't. Bringing the ball up is Mendo for the here tonight, Dawn.
Yes, I see Bangor's lifted the press at this point, and I think because Nokomis hasn't points to the press that I can remember.
Gets it over to Nickerson. Pines all alone. They get it to her. She'll shoot the rebound. Liz Mendel putback is no good. The board.
That's a foul, I think.
Shroud's going to pick it up and
out of bounds.
Yeah, it went out of bounds, so it'll be back to Bangor. Still 12-12. No team has scored here in the second, and we've almost taken round shot by number 54. Jessica Harmon is good, and she'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Big play by Bangor right there.
Well, that was a strong inside play by
Laura Pelkey checking into the game for Adrian Nickerson.
Big players have played very well down low.
And she gets a 3-point play and a 15-12 lead with 6:21 left in the second. Now Bangor Pine has trouble with it, rolls out of bounds, back to Nokomis. Should have went the other way. What do you think, Don?
Well, I think Nokomis needs to stay focused at beating this press, and they've been doing that.
Over to Andrea Pelkey. Long pass to Christy Pine.
Long two, I think.
Yeah, she had her
instinct shot again. Christy puts it right up. There's a steal by Mendel. Jump ball.
Could have gone either way, a foul or a jump ball there. Liz Mendel pretty much rolled over on her there.
They're letting them play.
Because when they let them play, I mean, when they really, I guess they really like playing the KVAC teams this year. They're 2-0 playing KVAC. Turnaround shot by number 50. Cray comes up with a board.
Yeah, with excellent rebounding position by Cray.
Okay, Don, I'm going to correct myself. Mount Ararat is not a KVAC team. They are in West KVAC teams this year. It's going to be put on Strout. They'll have two.
Take advantage of a trapping and pressing team is to have your ball handlers ready to pressure, to take the ball to the pressure, and you know, you're going to pick up a block.
Curl into Pine. Pine driving around. Back over to Hope Curl. Inside to Laura Pelkey. Laura with it, back out to Pine. To Hope Curl. Almost traveled there. Back over to Laura Pelkey. Inside to Tanya Cray. Turnaround shot is good.
That's a nice turnaround half hook.
Tanya Cray, who just averaging 10.5, 6 points per game, leading Nokomis. Inside Crockett.
Good power move, Kara Crockett.
Almost stolen away there by Dion. .443 left in the second quarter. Into Christy Pine, and it rolls away. It'll back to Bangor.
That little miscommunication there on the. All in all, Nokomis tonight as far as taking care of the ball in the backcourt against the press.
Dion will bring into Morse. Morse a little high up in the air, gets it out to Dion. Dion driving inside, blocked by Cray. Up the foul. She fouls number 50. No, not number 32, yeah. That's Annie. Pelkey, who just picked up her third foul already. Wow. The rest of the quarter out with 3 fouls. First one was missed. Nails the second one. Hope Curl with it. Gets it up to Nickerson. Pass up to Pine. Pine's going to dribble it. She's going to lose it, but she'll pick it up. Back to Pine. Long pass to Falloon. Inside to Nickerson. No good. Can't get her own rebound.
That's unfortunate. Cray made a nice power move and just.
So Crockett, who got the other end, and Crockett, it's a 4-point game.
Crockett very sure with that right-handed layup.
Bounce. It'll go to Nokomis.
And a tough night for defenders on each. Pick up their men. There's a lot of substituting going on, and it's got to be to who's got who.
Christy Pine with the ball over to Hope Curl. Number 20, that is, whoa. Number 20.
She's not on our
book. I forgot to write her down.
I see.
Last minute thing that Coach Tom Tennant told me. Here,
well, Coach Tennant is playing a kind of a packed-in. As the guards are out chasing the ball and trapping and harassing the ball, and they're picking up fouls. So he's digging down into his bench to continue that strategy.
Curl misses. Bring it up on the sideline. 10 Dion. Almost drew the charge there. And Falloon will come up with a board.
Falloon helped out and they got a rebound between them.
Curro over to Nickerson. Back out to Curro. 3 there. Over Stoll, another jump ball. That's going to be like the 8th or 9th. As Liz Mendel setting check into the game now. Mendo with the ball. Mendel for 3, no good. Rebound by number 10, Dion. She'll control for the rank. Thought about the 3 there, a little 3-point fake there. Over to number 20, shot is no good. Crockett gets 2 more.
Looked like an air ball 3 that got a good result for Bangor. Teammate picking up, putting it for 2.
Well, now that Nokomis is really starting to get hurt by these turnovers, the lead has been so far, and Andrea Pelkey will check in for Tiffany Falloon. We're going to bring it out over there on Nokomis basket. 2:30 to play in the second quarter. Bangor up by 5. Guarded by Pelkey. Little high pass over to number 10. Inside to Crockett, over to Harriman.
Yeah.
2. This is where the advantage starts to come in for Bangor. Really behind him.
Well, Bangor's starting to score inside and on getting easy baskets inside by the big people.
Outside.
Wasn't happening in the first quarter, but the big people again. Great job by Andrea. Getting the block on him.
Here's a chance to get back in here. Pine for 3. Nails it. Christy Pine from downtown.
Oh, that's a momentum changer by Pine.
About 3 steps from the line. Pine called for help. Dion drives the lane. Mendel bring it up. Up to Pelkey.
Pelkey needs to shoot.
And Crockett will bring it up to Morse. Minute 12 to play. Morse's shot is no good. Nickerson with a really got the rebounds here in the last minute and a half. And turnover by Mendel. Morse on the run. She almost loses it. 4 players on her. That was should have happened there.
Over the back on Harriman there.
But they're going to catch a break.
Got position.
In on there and left everyone else open. I think Anderson, Coach Anderson over there saying can't have that happen again. They're open.
Right, he's fine-tuning the inside defense a little bit. Baskets where the big men get down the floor and score. That indicates that we're not matching the Bangor intensity as far as running back down.
Pine misses the 1-and-1, but gets the Andrea Pelkey over to Adrian Nickerson. Back out to Pine, over to Mendo. Andrea Pelkey. Andrea Pelkey over to inside to Nickerson. 3-second to Tanya Cray.
Well, a quick pass zone, but 3 seconds can result when a lot of passing.
Dion bringing the ball up. Under 30 seconds now. Over in. Andrew Pelkey tried to save it. It'll stay Bangor ball.
By Andrea Pelkey.
And bringing the ball out in front of us is Kenny with 24.7 seconds left. Into Dion, back to Kenny. Seconds now. Curtis for 3. It's short. Kenny gets it. Turnaround shot is good. Big lift for Bangor, up by 6. 10 to play. Long pass to Falloon. No good. Cray's going to throw it up at the buzzer. Pelkey, no good. For Bangor, 20 for Nokomis. Nokomis with a break and come back with the first half stats.
During the recent ice storm, the American Red Cross was there with shelters and help. I'd like to encourage you to help them continue to help others, because even though the power's back on, there are still many people who need their assistance. So please, to the American Red Cross, Pine Tree Chapter, 33 Mildred Avenue, Bangor, Maine, 04401 4305 2903 for the person you help today could be, as we learned these past few weeks, and primetime high school basketball all this week on p.m. That's right, folks. Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting will be bringing you a game every night this week at 8 p.m.
Okay, we're back here at Bangor. Bangor up 26-20. Amazing game so far. Why don't you do the first half?
Okay, Nokomis was pretty much on offense the Christy Pine show as far as scoring goes. And there were 2 points for Tanya Cray. Laura Pelkey with 2 and 1 for Hope Curo.
Pine stepping it up as usual.
Yep.
She stepped it up a couple times off the bench, especially in Skowhegan.
Yep.
Cray's a little bit off right now, but the reason they're in this 20. Oh, I made a mistake here, Don. Did you get the 3 for Laura Pelkey?
Mm-hmm.
I missed that. Sorry about that. And for Bangor now, we got Emily Morris, who has 7 points. Just about anything out there, really, outside, inside, anywhere behind the backboard. She's a really talented freshman. 1 point. Kenny with 2 right there at the end of the quarter. And Jennifer Harriman has 5 points and a couple of boards. So really, they're starting to get things back going, and they're tournament bound pretty much right now. And this losing to Brewer, I mean, things have kind of slacked off. But they're kind of in the stretch, kind of like the guys are. Win a couple, lose one, win a couple. They've beaten some teams. Let's see, they beat Hampton, so they got their revenge against them. They beat Caribou twice. They beat Brewer earlier in the year. They lost. I think a victory against Prescott could be really big entering the tournament for Bangor.
Well, if you look at the second, Emily Morse and Frazier were not the scorers in the second quarter. using way deep into their bench and their transition and turnover or after a basket or an out-of-bounds play, getting it to the big girls, Crockett and Harriman in the second quarter. And a lot of times you'd see it under the Nokomis, under the Bangor basket, you'd see that was left trying to cover the big player, Harriman or Crockett, which means people, big players are getting the ball quickly before and play defense.
Do you think Nokomis can get the oomph and came out, and when they were doing the player introduction, they were really pumped up. They were pumped up through the game. I mean, they're down by 6 here. I mean, they can make a comeback, as we saw again. They got down a little bit. I mean, they can make a comeback. They got to stay away from the fact that this is just another game. They get Bangor. Oh no! I mean, if they get up on us, it's over. I mean,
yeah. Let's be fair to Nokomis. This is the hardest I've seen the Nokomis girls play. There was a solid, non-stop effort. They've taken any breaks out there. They're going to 8 deep. Ninth player tonight. They went to Marcy Raymond for a little. Going very deep and playing. I think they're playing 10 players and run. No, I think Nokomis is well within this game. They can make some adjustments about how to shut down the big girls. Try to deny the ball to the big girls where they want it. No, Nokomis side shots a little bit more. Christy Pine's hitting him. The other guards and the forwards that come out need to hit the shots. And Tanya Craig needs to score. And Nokomis is right in the game here. Bangor, on the other hand, what they're doing, they discovered in the second quarter there that they could get the ball quickly on a transition and get the ball into them. They need to keep doing that.
Another thing for Nokomis, I mean, it seems like they got a lot of good breaks early in the game. I mean, thought they were going to turn the ball over, and other players came over and saved it. That really helped out. Kind of sparked off a little bit there. To win this game, they have to take care of the basketball, and they have to stop Bangor inside and run good defense, which they've been doing in their last. I think the most points they've allowed in the last few games is 50, and that was against defense. I mean, they held Skowhegan to 40. I believe, what was it, Don? 36, something like that.
Right, it was
mid-30s.
In the 30s. Will kill anybody, and surprisingly, Nokomis did not yield the ball. A couple of times late there in the half, they gave up the ball as a result of the. They're turning the ball over, trying to pass it into the big players on the seams, and it's the ball's getting put into play. But the extra pass, the big player that isn't quite open. A lot of turnovers down, getting down close are happening, and that's tough because it means you've worked and then giving it up before you get a chance to take a shot.
Interesting point. So we're going to be back here for the third quarter action right after we take another break.
Nokomis All Sports Boosters is having a fundraiser for a gift of $100. You are entitled to a reserved parking spot in the front of the school. You will also receive a Nokomis All Sports Boosters jacket. A spouse may purchase an additional jacket for $35. For information, see Wally Gray or call 257-324. And by Home Depot of Bangor, America's home improvement coach, and thank them for being a sponsor of these. for program sponsors. Sponsorship start at $25. So for information, contact Ray Dion at Nokomis Regional High. 4354 extension 243.
30, 22.
Okay, we're back here at Bangor. Going underway in the second half of this game. I want to ask you something. What Don, our new opening?
Well, it looked like.
Well,
how is it different?
Well, it's last year. It was the old opening was just some stuff, and we took some time today and over the past week and made a new one. And
sorry,
just really
I must have been looking.
It's okay. Okay, we're gonna get back to action here. As Bangor up 26-20, 16 to play in the game, and maybe if there's possibly overtime.
To entertain that possibility of overtime, because that would have mean they'd made up the second half here, which they can do.
Bangor walking out there, kind of looking determined, like this is really this is our game to win or lose, and they have control of it. Nokomis wants to take the control away from Bangor, as Bangor is going to get the possession. Morse with it, who's starting the second half. He's had a hot game so far. Over inside to Harriman. Good, and it's an 8-point lead.
Well, when your big player Harriman can pass like that inside, you're really gonna.
Curl with the ball, up to Tanya Cray. Back to Andrea Pelkey. Didn't expect to pass, but she hung on to it. Falloon. Over to Christy Pine for three. No good. Rebound. Back out to Hope Curl. To Falloon for three. No good. So Craig gets aboard and.
Well, Nokomis has to launch those. There's Strout.
Strout for two. No good. Hope Curl with a board. Nokomis really picking up. First half. Carrying right over here into the second. Over to Christy Pine, up to Falloon, to Andrea Pelkey. Back out to Falloon. Loses the ball between her legs, but picks it up. They're going to call her for double dribble.
Anderson subbing in here, going with a here with Kiro and Mendel.
Do you know that Mendel girl? Do you?
That's my girl.
With the ball, number 12, Kristen Strout. Over to Frazier. Back to Morris, who's had 9 points. Bangor's going to turn it over. And Frazier almost hit a cheerleader over there. That's kind of worry about getting hurt.
And she's all hustle out there. Very important sequence. Forward to get too much further behind here.
Long pass to Pelkey. He's going to stop, give it back out to Mendel. Over to trouble with it to Pelkey, Andrea Pelkey that is. Mendel to Pine, Pine drive. No good. Cray tried to get the board and she'll get called for the over the back.
Well, they got a three-point opportunity. Second quarter there, they were breaking the press and then sometimes not getting the shot off because so.
Inside pass stolen by Cray, so that makes up for that foul just 2 seconds ago.
Craig.
Mendel with the ball. Over to Hope Curl. Curl's going to lose it to Frazier. 1-on-1. Going to foul her, and we'll see if she's going to go to the line for two.
Yeah. Kira had once Frazier got the ball on a full head of steam, it was go for the steal or foul, and she did that.
the Bangor freshman line for 2 shots. And she hits her first. Second shot is no good. And rebound by Pelkey. Nokomis kind of is scoreless so far in this third quarter. DePine to Pelkey for 3. No good. And she's going to get fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
A good rebound by Laura Pelkey. And Andrea Pelkey needs to take those shots.
I think Nokomis, even though they're down here by 9, they're much more confident they've been earlier in the year. Especially in they can do it now.
Well, this is the best effort I've seen. There's no giving up here. It's at 9-point deficit. Nokomis still seems to be playing, with intensity.
Second shot is good. So Nokomis gets on the board here. 8-point game, 5:30 to play in the third. Over to Morse. Back to Frazier. Dion to Morse. Morse guarded by Pelkey, Andrea Pelkey. Traveling violation against Bangor. That's only.
Well, it is, and Nokomis needs to take advantage. Put home.
Almost lost the ball there. Is back. Laura Pelkey. Inside to Craig.
They need.
To Liz Mendel for 3. No good. Ball batted around. Dion's going to come up with it.
Didn't drop.
Christy Pine with a steal. So Bangor with a couple turnovers here right off. Long pass to Pine, out to Mendel. Pelkey. To Andrea Pelkey. To Pine. She'll shoot it with some points for Christy Pine.
Well, you hit that on the head. Right in her Christy Pine's face, and she was determined to put up that 3.
Frazier driving around. Hits the shot. My elementary school basketball coach said, and if they can hit the shot, they're extremely good. Christy Pine just did that 2 seconds ago. Cray is blocked. She's fighting for it. And Harriman's going to come up with it. Morse driving. Over to Frazier. Frazier to Dion. Dion's going to bring the ball out for Bangor.
And this is turning into a war. There's an intense defense being played. Nokomis in a man-to-man fashion, and Bangor in a zone with some trapping.
Over to Dion now. Into Laura Pelkey, kind of bounced off her leg, her arm there, and went out of bounds. Stay Bangor ball.
Well, they're looking to deny the inbounds pass here.
Up to Frazier.
Frazier gets away.
Pine almost had the steal. Don't want to let them take anything from the outside. Crockett.
Yep.
That's really what's going to hurt him. Inside shots like that.
Crockett got by Laura Pell. A little bit, and Crockett seized on the opportunity.
Mendel to Pine. Pine to Cray. Back to Mendel. No good. Rebound. Pine hits it on the run. Puts it up, and she's fouled.
And they've got to continue, Nokomis, to take the shots, to loosen up. And she needs to be fluid and take her shots. And I think some of the other and shoot the ball.
Misses her first. And misses her second. Morris will bring over to Frazier in the corner. Back to Morris. Morris squared a little for the three there. Over inside to Crockett. No good.
I think Laura Pelkey got caught with a push there.
That's four. Pelkey now.
Well, what you saw there is Bangor turning down wide open shots in the perimeter. They could make a quick pass and get this for an easier attempt.
Marcy Raymond checks into the game. Morris tried to get it, hits the backboard. Nokomis comes up with it. Liz Mendel bringing the ball up. Driving around, goes off the foot, and they're going to call a kick as I try to kick it back to Andrea Pelkey.
I got in the game.
Touch the ball. They don't let me touch the ball often.
I wonder why.
Back to Pine. Pine for three. It's short. Craig gets it, and she's blocked. They're going to call a jump. It'll back. Craig's had a really off night. Can't get anything inside. When she does, it seems like she gets fouled.
Very good big players.
Pine for two. No good. Raymond for the steal. Ball's going to roll out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they want to recruit me for some reason here.
Yeah.
They must have heard about my three-point stroke.
Touch the ball. They don't let me touch the ball. Frazier bringing the ball out for Bangor. Pass over to Morris. Up into Crockett for two.
Bangor's big players have just taken over the scoring in this game.
Cray on the run. She hurries. She gives it back out to Mendel. Over to Andrea Pelkey inside the ring. Travel.
She tried to hold her position, and the pivot foot just dragged Andrea Pelkey.
Bangor is putting Nokomis down now, down by 12. They've extended it 6 more points in the quarter.
It's
rare slip up there, but they're going to hang on to it. These players run into each other, almost lose the ball. Lost it. Over to Morse, inside to Crockett. Roll out of bounds off the hands in the right, and it'll stay Bangor ball.
And she's banging right in there with the big
down and dirty.
No.
As Wells with the ball. Crockett can't get it, and we're going to have a foul. Crockett will see her first trip to the line tonight. Mendel will pick up her second for the Warriors.
Another case of a 6-foot plus Bangor player driving, which means something is broken down defensively, and you've got a mismatch in that case.
Crockett missed her first, and she nails the second one, so it's a 13-point game. Get to the fourth here. Hits Cray on the run, up to Pelkey. Back to Liz Mendel, over to Christy Pine. Over to Andrea Pelkey. Long pass over. Over Nokomis. We said turnovers really killed them from showing a real strong. Squeezed it out there, but the turnovers are really hurting against a top team like Bangor.
Yeah. And a lot of missed shots and Nokomis is pretty.
Yeah, Raymond just picked up a foul over there underneath the
Yeah,
basket.
she did a good job. She came in and played hard.
Shot is no good. Liz Mendel comes up with a board. Bringing it up on the sideline for Mendel with it over to Pine. Pine for three. In and out. Rebound by Crockett.
You know, coming up empty, but getting a clear, wide open chance at a three.
Inside. Crockett, bucket, and foul. $13 for Crockett so far. And I believe that's the highest scoring game for Crockett all year.
Yeah. Game is, again, you know, it sounds redundant, but they're strong. Something else is they're in motion all the time. Getting it standing there, they're driving and gliding by with running shots. Group they've got.
Mendel for three. No good. Rebound by Christy Pine. Over to Mendel. Hits Cray over on the side. She's all alone, but
That was a
Cray's having an off night.
That was a nice setup. It up, put down low to Cray, and she just didn't cash in.
I think that's one thing. The score has been held to just 2 points.
Well, she's busy.
Long pass to Morris, and now Cray will get
By Tanya Cray. She's rebounding and fighting the Bangor big players, and it's taking a toll.
Okay, so the score, 39-23, Bangor in the lead. We're back in.
During the recent ice storm, the American Red Cross was there with all of us here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Continue to help others, because even though the power is back on, there are still many people who need their assistance. So please, American Red Cross, Pine Tree Chapter, 33 Mildred Avenue, Bangor, Maine, 04401-4305 or 2903 for information. Remember, the person you help today could be, as we learn, could be you tomorrow. And Primetime High School Frontier Vision Channel 2 at 8 p.m. That's right, folks. Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting will be bringing you a game every night.
Well, getting back on the right track. Nokomis is 8 minutes away from possibly ending, but there's still 8 minutes to play.
Right. Well, Bangor is continued in the third quarter with what got him going in the second. Getting the ball into their big players to exploit matchups that are working out in their favor.
For the Warriors. Over, stolen away by number 32. That's right, she's bringing it up. Frazier with it, she's having to Morris, inside to Crockett. Throws it out of bounds. Pine's going to come up. Big rebound for Christy Pine and the Warriors.
Hustle.
Over to Pelkey. She'll shoot it, and she hits it.
Yeah, it's good for her. And Nokomis, some of these shots. They're getting some wide open looks.
Bringing the ball up. No point for Bangor. Over to number 24, Frazier. What do you expect to see him do here? I expect him to go inside to Crockett again. Get it out to Morris. 2-pointers, no. Long pass to Pine. Into Nickerson. She goes down. Jump ball. Bangor ball.
You notice 3 Bangor players down there. They're after this game, and they're doing the job. Nokomis trying to apply a little full court pressure. Ole Anderson put in some subs, and he's going to try to.
They would really need it right now, down 14. Can't get the bucket. Back out to Frazier. He's out on that three-point arc. Over to Morse with a three. She doesn't hit it. Andrea Pelkey tried to get out into the hallway.
Yeah, Frazier and Morse took shots this quarter. They haven't taken many shots in the last minutes of basketball because the big players have taken over the offense, so they might not be as hot as they were in the first quarter from kind of cooling off.
Inside to Crockett again. Can't get it to roll. Roll out of bounds back to Nokomis. Have to start cutting here, down 14. A little under 6 to play. Hope Curl bring it up on the side. Over to Andrew Pelkey. Ball rolls out of bounds.
Playing some. Yeah, they must have forgotten about your reputation, I guess.
Went off the.
But Bangor applying some zone full court pressure there and making Nokomis already a kind of an overworked more.
Nokomis is really hustling. They really, I mean, they're down, but they're not out of this. They're fighting. They're going to go down.
Nokomis play. I mean, the score indicates, you know, they're losing by 14, but odd.
A lot of heart in this Nokomis team. Back to right.
Example of that, the big girl
Crockett
moving before.
Pass over to Falloon for three. No good. Dion gets the ball, rolls it right off her fingers, out of bounds.
Defense, the 1-3-1 they're playing is really just bottled up and down low in Nokomis. You know, they're getting some wide open looks and not hitting anything to bring them out of it.
Falloon gets fouled, and Bangor player will say Nokomis. Looked like she should have picked up a foul there, but she didn't.
To try and drive.
Out to Pelkey, Andrea Pelkey. Into Cray, stolen out of bounds over a couple chairs. Is number 10, Corey Dion.
Trying to force it in a little bit. Mendel opening really well.
Knocked over tonight. Ball doesn't want to stay in bounds. Hope Curl over to Christie. No good. Laura Pelkey with it. And I got the ball again. So Moore's going to bring the ball out in front of us. Hits Dion on the run. Four and a half minutes left in the game. To Dion. Over inside drive by Strout. Back to Morse. Inside roll out of the right. Back to Nokomis.
Take the outside shot because they've been making such progress, making baskets inside so much. They're turning.
That third quarter really hurt Nokomis. Back to Pine, out to Mendel. Over inside to Cray. Over to Hope Curro. She'll get it back out to Mendel. They're going to look for a good shot here. Cray comes up with it. It'll stay Nokomis ball.
Christine, take those shots, and I think some of the other Nokomis players need to let it go. Need to.
Oh, for three.
Nice effort.
No good. Cray fights and pulls it away. Cray has been in just about every jump ball tonight. Back to Bangor. Trying to put the finishing touch. Having a little bit of trouble getting the ball to fall in this quarter. To Morse. And I guess Coach Tom Tennant doesn't really think he's got this secured.
No, he's still applying full court pressure.
Up to Hope Curl. 2-on-1 to Cray. Knocked away. Losing it. They're going to pick it up. Hope Curl to Tanya Cray. No, Hope.
That's a nice take to the basket, Darren.
Over to Dion. Morse. Long pass out to number 12, Strout. Strout drives and hits.
Yeah, it's a good runner.
Nokomis pretty much playing mirror here as Bangor lifting the press a little bit. Ball gets knocked away. Staying Nokomis. Take it out in front of the Bangor scoring. As Terry Curtis checks in for Bangor. Mendel with it. Put to Andrea Pelkey. Long pass to Curl. Oh, there was almost an up and down call. Pelkey's going to drive, can't get it, rolls out of bounds. Stays.
That's kind of the story of the night for Nokomis, I think.
Can't get it to
it's just not being finished.
Won't go. They're outside. Maura Pelkey hits a three.
They're giving a 2 for that, but
two?
well, much needed basket here.
Over to Crockett. She's going to lose the. One thing we really didn't talk about was Bangor is taller.
Well, they've got more players that are taller. Yep. And
that's one thing this year.
Nope. And the tall players move. It's not a tall team where they stand around. Can get up and down the floor in transition.
Andrea Pelkey with the ball. Back out to Hope Curl for three. No good. Cray comes to put back. Frazier with the board. And Hope Curl picking up a foul. 1:37 left in the game. It kind of looks pretty bad for Nokomis. It looks like it's going to slip out of their fingers right now.
Well, it does. I think a few outside shots dropping in that second and third may have been able to bring about a little different look to this game, but didn't happen.
Pelkey for 2 more, and she hit. Andrea Pelkey having her biggest game of the season by far. And guess what, Dawn? I have the basket.
Just included us in the game.
I like touching the basketball, Dawn. I like to play basketball.
Aha.
As everyone's beginning to rotate. 43-31, Bangor with the lead. 7th win of the year. Falloon gets the board. Over to Andrea Pelkey. Long pass to Pine. And she hits it. Christy Pine with 14.
She's been firing them up all night.
Quick stat, Pine hits 100 points in her career here at Nokomis.
Nokomis scrambling,
Actually, she'll have
pressing,
100. Frazier with another board. A Fowler. 45.3 seconds left in the fourth.
Earl Anderson asked for a foul. Tiffany Frazier.
Well, next game for Nokomis will be a tough game. Presque Isle.
They got to bounce.
Then it's back to Brewer, where Nokomis, who's been coming back from that tough loss to bench.
Well, Brewer. They want to kind of win that rubber match.
If not for the heel points and the record of the year, just for their pride, because that really hurt. And just how things didn't really work out over there, and just.
Well, they hit a low point, but have won 3 in a row since. Not a bad effort tonight. Offense has been not there.
Pine gets it, put back, hobbles off the ankle a little bit, and she'll go to the line for. Well, she has. Career points so far in her 2 years here. She hits this one. She's got.
Now she's a scorer. She's
put her in the books as 100.
She didn't play much last year, but she'll kind of tuned herself up in the JV efforts last year, and
looking like
she'll
she's
play
got
a lot
great
this year.
Up over to Frazier. And you're going to get Pelkey for reaching in. It really looked like she did. But there's 31.3 seconds left, so it doesn't really matter. So Nokomis, well, down by 10. Went from 16 to 10. What do you think about Nokomis' chances in Presque Isle?
Against any team they go up against with the kind of attitude they came in with tonight. The shots didn't drop. Some credit here. That 1-3-1 was tough on them.
Yeah, that press is really. Pine gets the ball. Running out of time now, under 20 seconds. Pretty much looking for a 3 to get back in it. Out to Pine for no good. Laura Pelkey almost comes up with it. Roll out of bounds. 8.5 seconds left on the clock. It looks like it'll stay Nokomis' ball. Curro with it to Laura Pelkey, to Andrea Pelkey. 3, under time running out. Curro at the buzzer. It's not going to count anyway. Final score, 45. And we're going to total up the stats, have some final comments right after this commercial break.
Nokomis of $100, you are entitled to a reserved parking spot in the front of the school. You will also receive a Nokomis All Sports Boosters jacket. The spouse may purchase an additional jacket for $35. Or Dana Blair at a game or call 257-3246. And don't forget to stop by Home Depot of Bangor Improvement Coach and thank them for being a sponsor of these games. And Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting is looking for program sponsors. For information, contact 368-4354 extension 243.
you want to talk about how Bangor kind of held off Nokomis while I finish up here, Don?
Well, pretty simple formula. It's girls, and it was a 12-12 game in the first quarter, and after that it was Jennifer Harriman and Kara Crockett